With distance learning seeming to be the norm for at least the start of the upcoming school year, I wanted to share with you some updates to a resource kit that I built for educators called Sketchnoting in the Classroom that I hope will make it easier to use those resources in a distance learning environment. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome to Verbal to Visual. My name is Doug Neill, and a few years back I made a set of short video lessons about sketchnoting along with some follow-up activities with the idea that educators, primarily in the middle school and high school settings, could use those videos and activities within their classroom to introduce students to these sketchnoting skills via the videos that I made, and that those would pair nicely with some follow-up activities related to whatever content you're teaching that day. So that's what the resource kit is all about, but it was built with in-person teaching in mind. But I think it can be a fairly seamless transition to use those resources within whatever learning management system you're using to teach online. So let me share with you some updates I've made to that resource kit to help make that transition as smooth as possible. All right, so here we are on the homepage of Verbal to Visual's Mighty Network, where all of our online courses and community live. To get to Sketchnoting in the Classroom, we hop over to the courses menu here, select Sketchnoting in the Classroom. The activity feed here will show you the latest things going on, latest things teachers have shared, but it's within the table of contents that you will find the bulk of these resources. And first, let me show you what a typical lesson looks like. Let's check out the arrows skills lesson. So this here is the video that you were meant to play in your classroom for your students. And I've included the sketchnoted slides for that lesson, in case those are a helpful recap. Also a follow-up activity in PDF form to get some practice, and some additional resources. So this environment here and accessing these specific lessons is meant just for educators. I don't want each of your students to have to create their own account and log into this environment. So what I have done is added this lesson called Resources for Distance Learning. And here the idea is pretty simple, basically making it as easy as possible for you to share these video lessons within something like Google Classroom or whatever LMS you're using. And the way I've done that is by uploading each of the video lessons. Let's go check out the arrows one again, just as an example. I've uploaded every single video as an unlisted video on YouTube. So that means it won't show up publicly on Verbal to Visual's YouTube channel, but you will be able to access all of those video lessons. And then you can use the share options, either by sharing the YouTube link or embedding it within your online classroom using that code right there. So my hope is that that provides you with some flexibility when it comes to integrating these skills lessons and process-oriented lessons, weaving these together with the content that you're teaching. Maybe putting one of these videos right above a subject-specific video that you want your students to watch and take notes on. I've also linked to those same PDFs of follow-up practice activities from that distance learning page in case you would like to either link directly to these PDFs or download them and then upload them to your LMS. I also wanted to let you know about an upcoming event related to this resource kit. On Thursday, August 13th, I will be hosting a webinar all about distance learning lesson planning. And specifically, I want to gather middle school and high school teachers together to chat about how you might use the resources within this kit in a distance learning environment, weaving these resources with the other content that you're teaching. I'll be sharing some ideas about how you might do that, but I also just want to give you teachers the chance to share with each other your distance learning plans for the fall. So anyone who signs up for this resource kit will have access to this event. We'll be doing it over Zoom. I just created it this morning, but looks like we've already got some attendees, which is exciting. If you're not able to make it live for this event, no need to worry because the replay will be available to you. And speaking of webinar replays, within the last section of lessons here, you'll actually be able to check out some earlier webinars we had. In 2019, we kind of did a series of summer webinars and then fall and winter. We also had one just in April of this year. So you might enjoy checking those out just to hear some ideas about what other teachers are up to and how you might weave these sketchnoting resources into your classroom. So feel free to check those webinars out if you're interested. And this also is where I'll be adding a new lesson to share the replay of this webinar coming up in August. So I hope it was helpful to see what it looks like inside that resource kit. If you would like to learn more about it and sign up, check out the links below this video. I hope to see some of you in that webinar in mid-August. And if you picked up this resource kit a while back, but haven't yet made the transition to Mighty Networks, the platform where all of that learning takes place, then shoot me an email and I can help you get set up there. I look forward to hearing what you're up to and hopefully seeing you in that webinar. Thanks for watching. Good luck with your planning for the upcoming school year, and I'll see you again in the next video. Till then.